from his promiscuous, insightful, controversial, and yet intriguing album Inside, based on his comedy series for Netflix, also called Inside, we have today's guest, Bo Burnham. Bo Burnham is one of those wonderful comedians. He's won numerous awards, but never did he think back in 2006 when he posted a couple of 2 videos onto YouTube, would he get such a response, because he stopped university to defer it for a year and concentrate in comedy, and hence the YouTube and the videos, and he never has looked back. Now he's a comedian, he's a writer, he's a director, he's everything to do with the arts, and he does a lot of the work around himself, for himself. So he's a person of intrigue for me, and I admit I've only been introduced to him, and attached to this video is the first video I did of Bo, and I have to say it's starting to be a little bit of an addiction, because in my head I'm thinking, what's Bo up to? Like I know him or something, but I'm getting to know him. I'm not as au fait with everything as all his legions of fans, but look, we catch up. It's a brand new channel since January of this year, and I'm catching up with a lot of stars, but I do like the guy. Then I saw this picture, and I'm putting this all very politely, about Jeffrey Bezos, who is the CEO, as we all know, of Amazon. And I thought, what's this all about? And the only thing I can say in Bo Burnham's defense is, not many people would have gotten away with this, doing a video on this man. And looking at the lyrics, I'm like, ooh. But I'm going to discuss the lyrics, and I'm going to discuss Bo, and we will discuss life. And why have I got the dark fader down in the corner? Because I feel somebody's going to zap me every moment to this upbeat tune, or during this upbeat tune that he's put to the lyrics. Very cleverly done, by the way. So take it away. Let's hear the extended version, which is from the collection of songs taken from the comedy series, the Netflix comedy series, called Inside. That's also called Inside, the comedy that's on Netflix. Does that make sense? We end up with Bezos 1, which is, I think, song 7, and Bezos 2, which is song 16 on the album. And as I said to you in the first one, I look forward to doing more reviews of him and getting to know him more and more, and doing a bit more research. But until I start to really get to know him, I'm just going to enjoy what he's doing. And this really intrigued me out my own reasons. Let's discuss it after. I want to listen. Here's me. Let us listen. It's me that wants to listen. And it's the 2 together, the 2 songs from the collection of songs Inside and extended. So I don't know what it's all about, but take it away, Bo.
CEO, entrepreneur, born in 1964, Jeffrey Bezos. CEO, entrepreneur, born in 1964, Jeffrey Bezos. Come on, Jeffrey, you can do it. Pave the way, put your back into it. Tell us why, show us how. Look at where you came from, look at you now. Zuckerberg and Gates and Buffett, amateurs can fucking suck it. Fuck their wives, drink their blood. Come on, Jeff, get 'em! CEO, entrepreneur, born in 1964, Jeffrey Bezos. CEO, entrepreneur, born in 1964, Jeffrey Bezos. Come on, Jeffrey, you can do it. Pave the way, put your back into it. Tell us why, show us how. Look at where you came from, look at you now. Zuckerberg and Gates and Buffett, amateurs can fucking suck it, fuck their wives, drink their blood. Come on, Jeff, get 'em!
I was expecting something.
Jeffrey Bezos, Jeffrey Bezos, Jeffrey Bezos. Oh, Jeffrey Bezos, Jeffrey Bezos, Jeffrey Bezos. You did it, Jeffrey Bezos, Jeffrey Bezos, Jeffrey Bezos. Congratulations, Jeffrey Bezos, Jeffrey Bezos, Jeffrey Bezos.
Oh, okay. That was an O for me as well. Lots is jumping out at me. And I'm a bit like the Darth Vader. Am I going to be zapped if I speak my mind here? But look, if Bo can make a bloody video out of it, the least I can do is be honest. That was such a kick up the arse satirically for this man, wasn't it? And I think it underlines the fact that it talks about Bo went through, I think, the pandemic with his mind just so active. It was in all directions, political, musical, directing this, doing that. And when you mash it up, you get all the elements in that video, if that makes sense. I'm sure it does to the fans. But Bo, again, you've staggered me with the lyrics, and I'm going to go through them because a lot's jumping out. First of all, I sense your anger towards the situation of exploitation that has been so known with the COA entrepreneur. I know for a fact that it kind of influenced this song, that I do know, and I was intrigued as well as to what way it would go. And it's just a sarcastic singing tone all the way through, and more so in two than in one. But in one it says, you know, this is the irony. You say one thing, it's double-edged sword words in the verse. The chorus is just CEO entrepreneur, born in 1964. If that was on the dance floor, I can see a lot of people go, ooh. I'm sure the workers that his company has trod on, along with the other three names that were there, you know, Zuckerberg, Gates, and Buffett, all praising this song and loving every minute, and they're probably the ones that's clocking it up millions of times, getting their anger out. What am I talking about? I'm talking about small businesses that had wonderful ideas, and along came Amazon. This is what we'll do for you, and basically trodden them, and or got other companies who could manufacture a similar product for a third of the price, let's say in an Asian country, and we won't specifically mention any countries for because I don't want to be politically correct. So what I'm going to say is this: well known for it, and a lot of companies failed because of Amazon. A lot of the small businesses. So we almost sucked the life, which is why it jumped out at me when it said "fuck their wives, drink their blood." That's almost like a vampire situation, you know. The three big names, and then it's just, you know, you basically fuck everybody. You suck the blood out of the small businesses. You have trodden on the workers of Amazon. You really don't care about people because, and I actually have to say, they don't care about people. Nor does Facebook. They don't have customer service you can complain to. And I personally have a serious issue with my books on Amazon, and I cannot to this day get through. They're just floating in space at the moment. So, Bo, if you've any ideas, I would drop me an email and maybe we can talk and try and get this sorted out. And if you're listening, Bessos, I'd like to say your company is a disgrace that I cannot get through. I cannot. I've tried loads and loads of times. But, you're doing it in other ways, and Bo is talking about it. Come on, Jeffrey, you can do it. Pave the way, put you back into it. Tell us why, show us how. That is all sarcasm. And it's a real punch in the face, a kick in the groin, and a stomach punch all at once. Because, you can do it. You came from laying pipes in your background, and doing the ordinary man's job, and you paved the way and put your back into it to become what you've become. That is one way of looking at the lyrics. But tell us why. Yeah, I would like to know why. Why then did you, from an ordinary background, become a leader of a company that just sucks the life out of the small businesses and walks on them, and the workers too? Come on, Jeffrey, tell us why. And show us how we, in other words, we, the little man, can become great like you. What's your bloodthirsty sucking technique that we need to know to make billions? Because being a good person obviously isn't paying the bills, but hey, if we can go your way, maybe we'll all be billionaires. And then it mentions Zuckerberg, Gates, and Buffett. I have my own opinions on Gates and Zuckerberg and Buffett. But we won't get into politics here because this is a music channel. But also the abomination of not having with a company any customer service you can follow through on. Gates when it comes to world politics, and his views that when you think of the COVID and how ironic, many years ago, the same man said, the planet would be a better place if there was less people on it. And this is the same man who's interested with Virgin Atlantic boss Richard Branson of heading off into space to develop another world. And the COVID is struck, and they all went to Gates for his views. He's not a doctor. What the hell are we doing going to billionaires for? They come from non-medical backgrounds. It made no sense to me that he was the head of anything medically to do with COVID. But he was, and as for Buffett, I'll save that for another day. So, as Bo says, amateurs can fuck it, suck it, fuck their wives, drink their blood. Because they're drinking ours, they've sucked the life out of us. And, they always say if you're very sick and you're ailing for blood, you have to go for a blood transfusion. So why not from these three? Could be no worse. And come on, Jeff, get them. That's very aimed at. That's aimed at. Go on, Jeff. Do what you normally do. Get the small businessman. Make more money. Do what you do. What you're great for. But I tell you, it's not done in a good tone. And then what I loved about this extended mix was it went straight into number 2, and it kind of surprised me from the upbeat and to a very sarcastic tone throughout the Jeffrey Bezos. Then it was Jeffrey Bezos, blah blah blah, you did it. Jeffrey Bezos repeated, congratulations, Jeffrey Bezos. So let's break up. You did it, congratulations. That is a sentence in itself. Yep, you did it at the cost of people's livelihoods and their own dreams, and you created what you created. Congratulations on all the money you made at the mercy of those around you and those your company's worked on. And at the very end it just goes, because that's the attitude obviously that this company has towards people. They're programmed to make money, working people make money. And I've had experience of that, and it's very disappointing, and I have to say. So there's the lyrics, that's my breakdown. I have to say, Bo, you've done another classic. It was funny, and it is funny in number 2. Your sarcastic tone's very good. Jeffrey Bezos, and you go, you did it, congratulations. Well, you did it, Bo. Congratulations, though. You're still on YouTube with this song. I have to say, I don't know how you're doing it. There's people getting taken off YouTube for less. But you're up there and you're doing your thing, and I enjoyed it. It's a fun piece of satirical, conversational music that you just basically don't overanalyze. But if you do overanalyze, just know your politics. And that's it. That's all I can say about the song. I hope you've enjoyed the review. I have. And it took me long enough to get round to it, and I didn't listen to any other version. This was my first time. So listen, thanks for listening. Like, subscribe, as always, people say. I never really do in my videos. I leave the decision to you.